So, George, really, you got this thing started. This has been going on and off for a few years. But the Sultan of Brunei was doing some pretty bad things. It was legal and kind of, you know. Well, you explain, because it's really hard for me to explain.
Brunei's it's a very small country of about 450,000 people, but they passed a law saying that they could stone to death people for being gay or for adultery. And so, and there was a boycott that you were involved in many years ago before there was actually the law to actually execute people.
We were trying to stop it from becoming a law.
Stop it from becoming a law, and it became one. And then I think there was several, you and I and Elton John, and some of us were able to sort of articulate why that's a bad idea and why we could make it difficult. And the way you make it difficult, obviously, was by saying, well, we're gonna boycott all these hotels that he owns and stuff. Now, that doesn't matter so much to a rich guy. You can't shame bad people, you know. You can't shame the bad guys, but you can shame the people who do business with them. And when the banks and when the financial institutions started saying, well, we're out of the Brunei business, then he backed off and changed and said, put a moratorium on it. It's not fixed yet. There's a lot of work still to be done, but it's a huge step forward after this giant leap backwards.
Yeah.
You know?
It's,
and more important is, you know, the reason for this is something that is manageable, right? This is because you want to, it sends a warning shot over to countries like Indonesia and Malaysia, who also are considering these laws, that the business people, the big banks, those guys are going to say, don't even get into that business.
Right.
So that's the reason you do it.
right, because it's, and you can go to our website to see, we listed the hotels that he owns. One is the Beverly Hills Hotel here, and there's a reason that we don't go and eat there and hang out and have drinks or anything, because we're giving them, and it's a shame because there are some people who have worked there for years, and it's a shame but you have to kind of send a message, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you and Amal are wonderful people, because you do things like that, what you just talked about. Amal does amazing work, and she just was responsible for freeing 2 prisoners.
She was one of a couple of lawyers. My wife was working to free the 2 now Pulitzer Prize-winning journalists out of Myanmar. And she spent about a year every night with this incredible lawyer named Gail Gove and Stephen Adler, who's the head of Reuters, worked tirelessly. And the night of my birthday, in the middle of our birthday dinner, they walked out of prison, and that's a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, she's amazing. Look at that.
You know, it's important. The reason that's important is because we're at a time where it's very dangerous for journalism, right? And it's important to remember that the only way we get through this is by speaking truth to power and shining a light on it. And there's an awful lot of journalists who've been thrown in jail. So we got to keep fighting to make sure that we can, that we're able to keep that light bright.
Yeah,
You know?
and that's what she does. I mean, she's amazing.
Yeah.
Incredible.